Well, everyone, I am in the small town of Fort Davis. All right, I am in downtown, and you can definitely see the old Wild West theme. Here, let me show you where I'm at. Here's a map. Way down here in Texas. All right, so here it is, the Jeff Davis County Courthouse, built in 1911. This county was named after Jefferson Davis, but at the time he wasn't the Confederate president. He was the Secretary of War. This is, well, let me get a good look at it. That is Classical Revival, so that's ancient Greece. Gotta love that tower with the clock on top, though. Yeah, Fort Davis is near here. I'm going to go out there and check that out here in a bit after we take a look around here. Not a lot of people here. Shade over 900. Very small town. Beautiful backdrop though, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Let me give you some numbers real quick as I just kind of wander around and look at stuff. Median age here is 49. Yeah, this is an older town for sure. 75% of the town is white, 25% Hispanic. Yeah, so that's the ethnic breakdown. Median household income, it's a doozy, $24,911 a year. Yeah, so how much money is it? $479 a week. It's hard to imagine living on that, isn't it? As you can guess, poverty is pretty high. Here it is, 44.3% overall. 17 and under, 54%. Folks 65 and older, 56%. Wow. We are in the Chihuahuan Desert, by the way. And you can smell horses and horse manure. It just fits. So, yeah, I was going to give you cost of living next. Here's the index, an 88. Housing is a 70, lowest one. I tell you what, this is a great house here. If somebody lives in it, I'm not sure. This might be a business of some sort. I don't know. And here's some dogs in there. Woo. They want to get out. Anyway. Wow, it just feels like I'm walking around in the Wild West, except for, of course, the sound of a car coming up behind me. And there it goes. Ew, it was a hearse. That's a bad omen. Median home value here it is, $167,300. That surprised me when I saw it. I really didn't expect it to be that high. Crime here is pretty low. Last year, 12 incidents per 1,000 people. That's about half what it is in the U.S. overall. It is Saturday, November 2nd? About 10 in the morning. Beautiful weather. Holy cow, it's 70 degrees right now. 10 a.m. Early November. The main reason I wanted to come up here, let you guys see this. That old church. Let's see if I can see what kind of church it is. That hearse is there. Presbyterian, it looks like. Yeah, that's been there a long time, hasn't it? lot of stuff in that yard. And there's lots and lots of stuff. Wow. All right, I'm out at the actual Fort Davis. This is an Apache shelter. It talks about how when the white man came, 1849, arrived here, and this is the fort here. This is what they would see here on this, on the ground here, all through here. From up there, they would see these shelters. This is what they look like. That's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, let's go take a closer look at this fort. Fort Davis National Historic Site. Yeah, I was reading that this is considered one of the best preserved U.S. Army forts in the country. This was built in 1854. It's really amazing, isn't it? I mean, walking through here, you can just picture in your head soldiers and horses milling around here, mid-1800s. It's incredible. Commanding officers' quarters. This building served as the residence for the commanding officer. Construction of the house began in 1867. Okay. And we can go inside this one. Yeah, looks like a little sitting room there. I guess this was like a entryway. Yeah, this looks like a bedroom, doesn't it? Looks like a kid's bedroom. And this looks like a sewing room, doesn't it? There's a piano. Looks like, I guess, would you call this a dining room? Now this is a restored kitchen. Back then, kitchens were often in separate buildings because, they had a tendency to catch on fire. So instead of burning down the entire house, it would just burn down the kitchen. Yeah, so there it is. Looks like dining there, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't go inside. Different view. Servants' quarters, it says. A little tiny bedroom here. And the kitchen. I am in the town of Alpine, Texas. Alpine is the county seat for Brewster County. This is the county courthouse. Built in 1888. That is Second Empire architecture. Yeah, so it's French. Napoleon III era. That is a beautiful building. Alright, well, I'm going to look around the town here. Let me give you a look at a map first, though. This is the Big Bend area of Texas, and very sparsely populated. Let's put it that way. We took a cut of left in Midland to come down here, and it was a long drive, 3 hours of absolutely nothing till you get to this town. This town has a population of 6,000. That's peak population, by the way. But this is the hub city for the Big Bend area of Texas. It is the biggest city by far, in an area that is bigger than several states, yet only has a population of, what was it, around 13,000 people total. It's crazy. We just drove miles and miles in the desert. It's absolutely beautiful, though. This is the only town with a hospital, and there's also a university here. It's called Sul Ross State University, and it is it's pretty small, only about 3,000 students, but still, hospital, university. That's what they have here. This is let's take a look at it real quick. Yeah, this is the old jail. Well, let's see what else we can find here. There's a lot of artwork in this town, specifically murals. You just see it everywhere. I'll try to show you some of it. This is the Holland Hotel, built in 1912. It is still a hotel to this day. That is Spanish colonial architecture. I've read that it looks pretty amazing inside, so let's go check it out. Yeah, it is cool, isn't it? It's really beautiful. Hotel bar right there. That's where I would be this evening if I was staying here. Anyway, yeah. It's awesome in here. Yeah, there's a university right there. Sul Ross. Oh, I didn't know that. Haas on the show Bonanza went to the local university. How about that, guys? Well, let me give you some numbers. Median age here is 46. So it's an older town. 53% female, 47% male. Here is the ethnic breakdown. 54% Hispanic, 42% white, 2% Asian, 1% black. The remaining is mixed race. I was about to walk right past this mural. Wow, I got to take a look at this one. Wow, I have actually drove by that church, so yeah, I'm going to show that to you here in a bit. It doesn't look like that now, though, around the church. Anyway, a lot of art galleries in this town, too. But there's some interesting pieces. I'm in an alley. Always a lot of artwork in alleys, isn't there? I don't know, people just like to do interesting stuff in these alleys. Here we go. A map. The Big Bend country. Yeah, you can see Alpine is the center of it all. Marfa. We're going to do a video of Marfa, its own video. Of course, I just showed you Fort Davis, and we're going to head to Marathon next. Amazing. Let's do the median household income. $46,619 a year. It's $896 a week. It's interesting they put it here where it's not really seen much, isn't it? Because that is beautiful. You really have to seek it out to find it. Well, let's take a look at poverty real quick. 20.3 overall, 23% for 17 and older, 17% for 65 and older. Little high, but not too much. A little bit higher than the U.S. Here's the cost of living index. It's a 93. Housing is an 86. It's the lowest one. Yeah, the downtown's just filled with little treasures like this. Little quiet spots. Man, this is great. I've got a caboose up here. Just a nice, quiet little spot to, take a rest. Oh, you gotta love it. Okay, so here's that church, Our Lady of the Peace Catholic Church. You see that up there? I guess. Let's see if I can go inside. Why not, right? My understanding, this was built in 1943. And it looks like the door's open. Well, maybe we can take a look. It's nice, isn't it? Well, let's check out a little residential. That might be empty. I don't think I've given you the median home value here yet, have I? It's almost $184,000. That is that's a lot, isn't it? You do see fun artwork everywhere, though. Yeah, this is a desert town, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Some of these houses are really old. It looks like that's at least 100 years old, doesn't it? Now, I don't know if you can see in the distance. That is the university up there on the side of that hill. Yeah, Sol Ross University. That is a really small house. Well, it goes back there quite a ways, though. Okay. Well, everyone, I'm approaching the tiny town of Marathon, Texas. Now, looking at the numbers, this is what I expected to see pretty much everywhere. There's about 400 people here. But as you get into town, well, things change. Quite frankly, it's unexpected. There is a hotel here in town, the Gage Hotel, built in 1927. This is it right here. It's beautiful, and it looks like it's still doing banging business because there's a bunch of cars out front. I half expected it to be run down and empty, but it is not. Gage Hotel. Would you look at that? This is turning out to be quite the town. All kinds of little shops, coffee bar, little art galleries, Little bar right there. There's the post office. Marathon, Texas. Well, let's turn into some residential and see what we can see. But first of all, here's a map. Show you where I'm at. Real quick. Now, there's not going to be a whole lot of residential. I mean, it's a town of 400 people. Clearly, they've got some tourism business happening, though. There's the fire department. Volunteer fire department. Marathon. You know, the numbers are pretty interesting. Median age here is 52. So it's an older town. Here's a really interesting number. 68% of the town is female. 68. So that leaves 32% male. So every 10 people that you see, 7 of them are women. Well, if you're a single guy, that's some pretty good odds. Huh. 56% of the town is white, 44% Hispanic. That is a really old house. Here's the median household income, $42,843 a year. It's $824 a week. Here's the cost of living index. It is 84. Housing's the lowest. It's 54. You guys ready to see the poverty numbers? Here they are. 14.2% overall. That's low. But look at 17 years old and younger. 0. I don't think I've ever seen that. Folks 65 and older, 21%. Well, let's see, on the other side of the railroad tracks here, Marathon Health Center, there's an art gallery. I've seen more art galleries in this area of Texas than I've seen anywhere else in the country. It's crazy. I was just driving along and saw these cars. Look at that old Corvair and a Volkswagen bus and then a Volkswagen Bug. Those are some genuine automotive treasures that whoever this is has parked in front of their house. Well, let's see. Let me give you the median home value here in this town. $115,300. I don't know, guys. I've driven all over this little small town, and this is what you see everywhere. I'm not seeing a $115,000 homes here. Maybe there's somewhere on the outside of town. I don't know. Yeah, but this is typical right here. I actually like that. A lot of this though. It's just so cool looking, isn't it? Wow, look at that house. It's completely fallen apart. Half the roof is gone. It's just everywhere. Everywhere I point the camera, you just see a lot of blight and decay. Oh, it's fascinating though. All right, everyone, that's going to be the end of this one. Up next, Nicole and I are going to explore the tiny town of Marfa, Texas. It's an art colony out in the middle of the Chihuahuan Desert. Really interesting place. That's coming up next. So we will see you there.